So welcome to this very special mini pod. Um, Today we're going to be a bit practical, and if you'd seen what our preparation looked like, your hopes would not be high. Um, so I'm going to let Vicky take the lead on this because Vicky is going to teach us how to make Greatorade and why this is important.
Okay. Thank you, Jackie. So we're talking about Greatorade, we're talking about hydration today. And we have noticed a lot with people on COVID, we have issues with staying hydrated with the right kind of fluids. Now, as a registered dietitian, I often talk to my clients about the importance of proper hydration. And it's especially important when we are sick and poorly. So Jackie and I have come up with Greatorade, something that is not going to be full of sugar or anything that is going to cause any issues. But always the disclaimer is to start slowly. Always start slowly. You know, if this is not something that works for you, that's fine. We're just giving you really a pretty disgusting drink, but but it's good for you. So it's important to give it a try, and obviously you can add flavors to it as you see fit. So the ingredients, do you want to do the ingredients, Jackie?
I can do. So we are going to be using baking soda. We're going to be using salt, and Vicky has told me to buy nice, fancy, expensive pink Himalayan sea salt. So that's sitting on my counter here. We're going to use water or coconut water, and I've got additions of lemon juice, honey, or vanilla are possible as well. So honey is sugar, but honey is okay, is it?
It is okay. It just actually, because you use such a small quantity, it's and it's a natural sugar, so we're not worried about that. And sometimes the lemon juice and the salt, you do need a bit of sweetness. But if you make it with coconut water, you do get this. Just as an aside, I have tried making it with club soda, which in England is like a carbonated water, but it made a big mess because it all fizzed up. So that is obviously one of your options, but just be careful if you do that because it will, it's very effervescent.
So that one's on the blooper reel, is it?
That's on the blooper, yeah. That would be the psh. Anyway. All right, so the best way to hydrate, and it is literally about absorption, not consumption. So often I think we get into the whole thing of like, we've got to drink 8 glasses of water. But if we are drinking water and we're not absorbing that liquid, it's going to go straight through us. So by using these ingredients, it will help our bodies to hold on to that water. And then, you know, the other things that we can do is actually eat foods that are full of water. So green leafy vegetables, chia seeds, cucumbers, lettuce, fruit. So all the fresh fruits and vegetables, cactus, if you have that access. I've got some outside actually. But it's, like I said, eat plants, eat fruits and vegetables, and make soups and smoothies. Those are also great, but we wanted to show you an electrolyte drink. And I think Jackie and I both shared this with some of our clients on our courses, and they have been using it first thing in the morning because we tend to have a little bit of a dip first thing in the morning because of the cortisol levels. And having a glass of this pre-made by your bed before you get up is a great way to start your day. But like we said, we do need to play with it. So we're going to give you a demonstration on how to make it because it's ever so complicated. But I'm first of all going to talk about the benefits of baking soda because that's one of the things we're going to use. And I actually use one that has no aluminium, or for those of you in America, aluminum in it. So it's a food grade baking soda. So baking soda is very good for whitening your teeth, which I don't think we're worried about right now, but it also makes your body more alkaline. So it really helps with digestion, and it supports kidney function, and it reduces inflammation in your body. The other thing it does is we talk about carbon dioxide in our breathing, and it really helps by boosting your carbon dioxide in your body, making the oxygen more available to your brain, your muscles, and your cells. So baking soda, we're going to use quarter of a teaspoon. Jackie is now going to talk about why we're going to put a little bit of salt in the water.
Yeah, so again, just as an aside, for those of you in the UK, bicarbonate of soda, I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera, is what we call baking soda. I think that's correct.
Yeah.
Because I had to go searching in my cupboard a moment ago. So yeah, why do we use salt? So this particular brand of salt is even better. We've got minimal minerals and trace elements in there that are very good for our bodies. So providing essential electrolytes, so that's things like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. We are going to help the contraction and relaxation of muscles by using this, and also supporting our nervous system, which, as we all know, is extremely important. And then we also have antibacterial and anti-inflammatory benefits for the respiratory system. So this is a pretty cool thing. And some of these minerals are not found in table salt. So that is why expensive salt is better. If you don't have expensive salt, is regular salt still better than nothing, Vikki?
It is, yeah, just use because we're only using a pinch of salt, but there's more minerals and trace elements in the sea salt, the Himalayan, or I use sometimes Portuguese sea salt, but I tend not to use just the regular table salt, but that's why we add those. They're all part of an electrolyte drink. So we're trying to make an electrolyte drink, we're trying to make it cheap, and we're trying to prevent putting in sort of the flavorings and additives that a lot of the commercial drinks have in that could actually trigger us to have maybe a relapse. So this is all natural stuff.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. Let's take a glass. And oh, here we go. We've both got a glass. I'm actually going to make mine with coconut water because I've got a little thing of it. And Jackie, oh gosh, go you.
I went out and bought it specially.
Okay, well, Jackie will do hers with coconut water. I'll do mine with actually Grand Canyon State regular water. So you want to fill your glass with water. This is where it gets really complicated, guys. So really pay attention to this. Fill your glass with water. And then you are going to take your pink salt, your whatever salt you've got, and literally a soupçon, a tiny little bit. You don't need much. It probably won't dissolve either. And then I've got my little handy dandy quarter of a teaspoon measuring spoon. I feel like Mary Berry. Dip it in, level it off, put it in the water, give it a stir. I wouldn't taste it right now because it really does not taste good. And that's why I put in a little bit of lemon juice. And the lemon juice literally is for taste. You can, and Jackie's got some honey to put in there. You know, Jackie, we have to drink this. Doesn't matter how disgusting it is, we've got to actually drink this.
Right, I'm definitely going for honey then.
I've done it before with some of that pomegranate juice or some of that tart cherry juice, and it does improve the flavor. But So I put a little bit of lemon juice in there. And that's it. We like to simplify things when we've got long COVID, don't we? Keep it simple. So are we gonna drink this?
Okay, cheers.
Tastes like Alka-Seltzer. I put quite a lot of baking soda in mine.
I think the coconut helps. It takes
Yeah.
the edge off the salt and stuff, doesn't it, a bit?
It does. It does. And like I said, for this, I wouldn't do more than 1 glass a day when you're starting out, and start with the tiniest amounts of baking soda, the tiniest amounts of sea salt. And then you, like I said, you can add in the lemon juice. You can be creative with it, but you know, your base is the water because you're thinking about hydration, the salt, and the baking soda, especially for that carbon dioxide. But it will really help with you detoxifying, blood pressure regulation, improved hydration, and like we said, in the morning, put it on your bedside, and at least you'll get 1 glass of water a day. Here's just a little caution. Do not try and make this with warm water. I've tried that as well, and that was a disaster because the baking soda, so often people think warm water and lemon juice in the morning, but don't try and do warm water, lemon juice, and baking soda because you'll have a mess on your hand. Anyway, cheers, Jackie.
Cheers.